Good morning. This is Mona, and this is my morning view. Today, Spring Edition 2026. It is Memory Monday. We got an overcast. I heard that it's going to rain sometime today. I will be out and about with a friend, and this week I have off for spring break. So, yay, me! And I took my time this morning doing whatever I was doing. Just not rushed. It was nice. Okay, so Tips Tuesday. So today I want to talk about okay, that was interesting, little miss. Have to watch her. But I can't have the camera on her just in case she has to go potty, because it's not into the gory details of dog health. But you guys know that she's having troubles from when she was on antibiotics. Alright. So, leave that to your own imagination. Not much to leave for the imagination, but, you know, it's better than showing you the gory details. Alright. Tips Tuesday. This is the real, by the way. R-E-A-L, not the R-E-E-L. And so what you get is what you get. And a lot of people like that. They like the real, the gory, okay, I'm not wearing makeup. Yeah, my hair's still wet from my shower. I'm in my 60s. Sometimes when it's cold out, my nose runs. It happens. Oh, Tips Tuesday. Focus. Tips Tuesday. All right. The crucible is for silver and the furnace for gold. Now, that specific verse is in Proverbs, is talking about what you do with the praises of men. What do you do with the praises of men? And that will define your character. Okay, now, the thing of it is that verse, very similar scriptures will talk about the furnace for gold and the crucible for silver and the refining process. And a lot of times it talks about trials. When you're going through trials, you're going through the fire, that dross is being brought up and it's skimmed off to make a purification process by heat. And so it refers to trials. But this specific verse in Proverbs talks about the praises of men and how it builds character. What you do with it. Okay? So there was a time when I went above and beyond to do things for people. Above and beyond. And it wasn't appreciated. So then I was like, well, maybe if they knew what I put in, they would have more appreciation for what I do. So I would tell them how I slaved to bring the best. Yeah, there was still no appreciation. What was I seeking? What was I looking for? I know in the job arena, I was looking for promotion. Because it comes down to the bottom dollar. Right? If I'm going to put more effort into it, I should get paid more. However, effort does not necessarily mean value. Now, I brought some great value into the workplace. But that's another story. But I did that in every area of my life. Like everything I did, it was like, oh, this is how much effort I put into it. I put all this effort into it, so it should be appreciated a little more than what I'm getting here, Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness, Thanksgiving. Everything was from scratch. Everything was decorated. Everything was as perfect as I could make it with the resources that I had. Doesn't mean it was perfect, but it's as perfect as I could do with the resources that I had. Not appreciated. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Dinner's done. Time to clean up. I would go out of my way and sacrifice time and money for others as unto the Lord, which we should do. We should do as unto the Lord, not as unto ourselves, as unto the Lord. Now, when I'm sitting there telling them how much I put into it, that's unto me. That's unto me. Now, that doesn't mean we don't tell anybody how much effort we've put into it. Totally, you can talk to your best friend and you go, man, I put everything I've got into this. I stayed up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to get this done. I went out of my way and I went to three different places trying to find just the right thing, you know, so that it would be perfect. And I do this unto the Lord, and it's just or you talk about your effort with your friend because, for example, I have a friend who is a really good cook. Okay? Great cook. If she can't find the ingredients that she needs, the way she needs them, she will take the time to buy the stuff and prepare it herself. As in, for example, just recently, she made meatballs. Now, when she makes meatballs, she combines multiple meat. She has hamburger and pork and lamb. And she couldn't find ground lamb. So, she took her home grinder and prepared ground lamb for her meatballs. Me, well, right now I just buy, the package of pre-made meatballs. That's me now. But back in the day when I made my own sauce and I made my own meatballs, hamburger, that's it. Hamburger, and it was the cheapest hamburger I could get. And that didn't matter whether it was for family or for friends or for whatever. It was the cheapest hamburger I could find, and that was all you were getting. Hamburger. Not 3 different types of meat, and certainly not one where I had to grind the meat myself. Now, this is the deal. The difference between a mediocre cook, myself, I cook for sustenance. If you get anything else out of there, consider yourself blessed. If it happens to taste good, great. But my friend, an exquisite chef. I haven't tasted anything that she has made that is less than par. In fact, it's probably an eagle. So, with that, it is sometimes good to tell people the extra effort you put into it in order to bring the bar up a little bit higher for them, if they so choose. You can't make me grind lamb. No. Don't try to force me to. But knowing that you put that extra effort into it makes the difference, I need to know that. But not everybody needs to know that. So when you're sharing, consider who you're sharing with and why. So for me, I was trying to explain how much effort I put into something so that they would appreciate my effort more. So that they would appreciate me more. That is not unto the Lord. That is unto me. So when people give you praises, what if they would have given me praises? Now, they did not. I think I'm good with that. Now. I wasn't then. Now I'm good with that. Had they given me praises, oh, that was so wonderful of you, taking that extra effort, showing up for us, loving us so much. You are so awesome. You are wonderful. Aren't you just the blessing of the Lord? And all the while, I would have been taking in the praises that's all about me. Now, I would have denied it, of course. Denied it to myself, denied it to others. Oh, it's just the Lord. I'm just doing as unto the Lord. Aren't I spiritual? Aren't I just, the cream de la cream? It's all God. God knows the heart. God knows the heart. And if there's this, even an inkling of about time, they finally recognized my efforts. They finally see that I do a really good job, above and beyond. They finally see me. They're not supposed to see me. They're supposed to see Jesus. I do as unto the Lord, bringing my best, bringing the best that I can possibly bring with the resources that I have. He doesn't ask for more than what you have. He doesn't ask for more than what you have. In order to bring the best for others, at times I would use a credit card. Not because of convenience, because like nowadays it's, you order online, you use a credit card to pay it off. But back then, it wasn't easier to use a credit card. You use a credit card because you didn't have the cash. Now I just don't carry cash on me. But it's a whole different way of doing things. But I would want the best for whoever I was doing something for, not the cooking part, but something beyond that. And I would use a credit card. I was going beyond my means to bring the best in my head as unto the Lord, except for I was not doing it God's way. Because God's way is using what you have. He's not asking you for what you do not have. Give unto the Lord the best that you have. Abel did that. He used the best. Sometimes it brings jealousy. Sometimes jealousy hits Cain. But maybe Cain doesn't need to know. And maybe he does. Cain needed to know what Abel brought so that he could learn. Notice God tells Cain Abel didn't tell Cain. Abel didn't tell Cain. God told Cain his brother's sacrifice. Let other people blow your trumpet. Let other people blow your trumpet. Don't blow your own. You can tell your friend, I did this. And this is how much effort I put into it. But don't tell everybody. And why are you telling your friend? Is it to boast about yourself, or to share with, hey, I want the bar to be raised. And this is what I did. And it makes a difference. But you don't tell everybody. Or are you talking to your friend because you just need to get it off your chest? It's like, I don't feel appreciated. And it's okay to have those feelings of not feeling appreciated. It's where does it settle? Where does it settle? And does it bring bitterness? Where does it settle and bring pride? Where does it settle and it becomes about you? All right, that's all I have for today. Go over to YouTube, Mona E. Harrison. It's different than my Facebook profile. Mona E. Harrison. Subscribe, like, share, comment, both here on Facebook and on YouTube. Hit the notifications on YouTube. Get all the bells and whistles. This video will be uploaded tonight or tomorrow. And in the meantime, go over and watch the videos that are already uploaded. They're titled, so you can choose which one you would like to watch. And watch it on fast speed. Watch them on fast speed. I talk slow enough that if you watch it on fast speed, you can still understand what I'm saying. Except for those words that I slur, and you can't understand those on regular speed. So, so you can watch it on fast speed. All right? Blessings, everybody. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow for Wonderful Wednesday. Bye.